chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night. This summer night. This summer night. Sleeping in the back of a van, roaming in the wilderness. We'll never need a plan. We'll be alright, just you and I. Singing from the top of our lungs, dancing by the lakeside. Trying to do it while we're young. In a moment it will all be gone. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night. 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 Someday we will look back and our hearts will be whole again. I want to remember all that happened to us. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night. This summer night. This summer night. This summer night. This summer night.
Hello, what's going on, beach bums? How's everybody doing today? Happy Friday. Thank you for all those that were able to attend the premiere with the embarkation of the Carnival Panorama. That was great. That was a great day. And we'll talk about that today. I have my buddy Evan Goldberg back in here. He's in the green room right now. I'll bring him back in here. So a lot of you got to meet him and talk to him before he went on his first cruise, and now I would love for you guys to talk to him after he's been on a cruise, after he's been bitten by that cruise bug, or maybe not. I don't know. We're gonna ask him, right? I won't give it away, so you guys can ask him if he really enjoyed it, if he's gonna be one of us, or if he's gonna be a hater. So, but real quick, let me just say some highs and hellos real quick, and then we'll bring Evan in here. So. Let's see who we got in here. First in the chat was Anthony the Gator Simone. Welcome in there, Mata Gator. And of course, my brother from another, Sir Gary of the Beaches. Nope, you weren't late for the premiere and not late here. So much appreciated. We've got Celia Sale 2022. Hello to me and hello back to you. Puppy the Cat saying howdy back to you there, Puppy. And Billy J Travels, for those of you that watched the premiere, he was very, very nice and sent me a little surprise, little bear, carnival bear to the room there. That was really awesome. So major shout out to him. Yep, I answered that one already. Yep, that was the Queen Mary next to us. Positive Vibes, my brother Danny, welcome in. I'll be seeing him in about 15 days along with Angela. Celia Sale. Doug, yep, I answered you, I think, as well. You are in the right place. Thank you. Thank you for being at the premiere, and thank you for being here. Mary Ellen Dillon, I'll see her in 15 days as well. And Margie Butcher, another one I'll be seeing in 15 days. So that is going to be a great cruise, guys. I am just looking forward to it. This 15 days is going to go by really quick. Hey, Rob, welcome in, bud. Welcome in. Let's see. Tom Beetle Bailey with the thumbs up. Welcome in. And I saw his lovely wife, Rhonda, in here as well. I think her name will come up here soon. Daniel Donnelly, welcome in, buddy. Hope all is well there in your world. There she is. There's the lovely Rhonda B. Hello, everyone. Hello back to you, Rhonda. And, of course, Spikers, Crazy Adventures. What's going on, Spikers? Welcome in. Holly saying dance, dance, dance. Yeah, I did a lot of dancing on the Panorama. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? There's Betsy. Hey, everyone can't tag on my phone. No worries. No worries. All good. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? Sherry Smith, my neighbor just south of me. Sherry Smith, welcome in. Nice to see you. Just chatting back and forth. Highs and hellos back and forth. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. It jumped ahead, so I'm sorry if it skipped somebody. Lindsay Kuzgar, what's going on, Lindsay? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Texas Papito, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in. There's Tom's other account, TWF, Traveling with Friends. Thank you for the second thumbs up. Much appreciated. There's Shelby on a little bathroom break at work. Sup? Hey, thank you. You were just in the last video I premiered. You were in there a lot, so go back and watch it when you're at next break or when you get home. That was fun. It was our embarkation day, but had a great time with you, Shelby, and of course the whole Goldberg family. And your dad is in the basement here. I'll be bringing him up in the green room. 6 more sleeps and then wake up, and we'll be finally getting back on a ship on the Carnival Elation. Can't wait. That's awesome. Awesome. So, Daniel, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the Carnival Elation was the first ship I ever went on, and that was in 1999. She's obviously changed probably since then, but she'll always hold a special place in my heart because it was the first ship I went on. Betsy says, great, Sir Gary. Get ready for a belated birthday night out. Oh, yeah. She's going out with friends or a friend. With Coco, the fill-in. Hey, JNN Travels. I am doing great. Thank you for being here, John. 29 days away from a booze cruise. Oh, nice. Okay. So let me go ahead and bring Evan in. And what's going on, Ev?
Ahoy, mateys.
So before we kind of get into some of the notes I have over here, so let the people know. I'm sure everybody's wondering, what were your thoughts? Are you going to cruise again?
We might. It was freaking awesome. I've been telling people I work with and everything like that, no matter how much you plan for it, no matter how much you expect, it blew away our expectations. It was incredible.
What would you say? I know it's tough, right? Because there's a lot of great things, but Gary wants you to spill your guts. So what was your favorite thing? If you could pick just one.
I think that my favorite thing was at the sea day, sitting at the aft of the ship by the pool, and you can just watch the whitewash behind the boat where we were, and just watching that scene with water all around you, it was breathtaking. It was nothing I've ever experienced, and my whole family was just in love with it. It was awesome.
And what would you say probably was the worst thing for you if you had to pick one?
Wow, that's really tough. The only thing is that we had a little bit of problem with that texting app with my wife and I, but everybody else could text her. She could text everybody else, but I couldn't text her and she couldn't text me. So it was a pain. We went down to guest services probably 4 or 5 times and they couldn't figure it out. That was the only thing that was a little frustrating because we all wanted to do our own thing, here and there. And if my wife wanted to sleep in, she would have to text somebody else to ask where I was. So otherwise, everything was well above expectation. The service and the fact that these people, whether it was the main dining room or our room steward, they all know your names, and I have no idea how they do that.
It is amazing. And there's some questions here, but one other thing, I know it didn't obviously ruin your vacation, but I think was kind of a bummer that people might want to know, those that are soda drinkers and stuff like that. I know there's the Coke versus Pepsi debate. Well, we won't get into that, but I know that you were kind of bummed of the diet soda options.
Yeah. When I first looked up the Bubbles package, it listed probably 6 or 7 diet sodas. So I thought, that's great. I'm not going to lug on 12 packs of Coke Zero. And when you get on the ship, it was actually, there was a little bit of Sprite Zero, but it was Diet Pepsi or Pepsi Zero. And the good news was about, I think it was Mazatlan, they ran out of Pepsi Zero. So they sent a team of people on land and they all brought back tons of Coke Zero. So I got my Coke Zero on the trip after all.
Yeah, that was interesting. That was so the question. Oh, Rob's asking, have you ordered your new kidneys? It would be liver, right? For the drinking, if that's what you're referring to. Evan's not doing the BBD rum run, unfortunately, because his wife works at a school. So unless she takes off during, like time that school is off. It just makes it really difficult for her schedule wise. They're not very flexible, let's just say. So yeah, and that's in September, unfortunately. So they're looking at cruises that they could do when she's off school. So Sir Gary of the Beaches wants to know, what is your opinion of the carnival bedding?
Wow, Your Royal Highness, good question. We had 3 different style beds in the room. We had the king bed where my wife and I occupied, and it was really comfortable. It wasn't the best bed I've ever had, but it was a very comfortable bed. My daughter had the couch, which folds out into a bed, and she said it wasn't terrific, but it wasn't bad. My son had the one that comes out of the ceiling, and we had our room steward leave it down, not put it up each night because it was too much work for her to pull it down. So he would be in there relaxing off and on throughout the day anyway. But he at first complained about the bed the first night that it was not comfortable. So we mentioned it to the room steward and asked if she could bring extra bedding or maybe blankets in, and she did that, and he said it was much better. Wasn't a dream bed by any chance, but it was worth it for 7 days worth of night sleeping.
Very good. That's good. Betsy's saying that's her favorite as well. Going back to what the question that about what was your favorite thing. Evan just called it a boat. I was waiting. I was going to see who's the first person that's going to say that. And of course, it's
not a ship until you sail a second time. That's what my thought is.
Evan, well, it's called Post-it notes on the mirror. Oh, for the communicating. Yeah, before that, how about people used to use like little walkie-talkies or leave a whiteboard and write on it and stuff. So, but it was inconvenient, absolutely. And it was weird because it was just between them. So I don't know who blocked who, but we won't get into that here. So Pepsi rules. All right.
No.
Oh, geez. Here we go. I say Coca-Cola. Here we go. No, we're not getting into that. Okay, here's a good question.
Oh.
Was there Diet Mountain Dew?
There was Diet Mountain Dew, yeah.
Okay. So there you go, Bill.
But it seems like the Diet Mountain Dew and the Sprite Zero were very limited.
Yeah, that's true. That is a good point. I remember when you ordered it, it almost seemed like it was always like Diet Pepsi until they ran out. Pepito saying Coke Zeros is fire.
I agree.
I do, especially like the Cherry Coke Zero. That was kind of my jam before I stopped drinking soda. The NES Evolution, Josh, what's going on, buddy? I saw what you were doing down in your basement, organizing your toys. That was really cool. I mean, sorry.
Which Josh is that?
Josh from Adventures Ahead.
Oh, it is. Hey, Josh.
So yeah, he was down. He's a collector of comic book stuff and games and this and that, everything else. So he was down in the basement organizing. It looks nice. Looks really nice. But thank you. I'm glad you were able to pop in, bud. I grew up in a Pepsi household. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. I grew up with both Gary. My dad. Let's go. Okay. Talking to Gary. Question. Evan, what was your favorite place to eat?
On the boat, AKA ship, or on land?
On the ship.
Okay. I didn't care for the Lido buffet at all. I mean, I only ate there, I grabbed a couple things here and there. But my absolute favorite was the Vista Dining Room, MDR. It was unbelievable. The staff there is unbelievable. The food was unbelievable. Quality and quantity was unbelievable. So that was it. Oh, of course, got to say, I loved Guy Burgers. I ate Guy's Burgers probably 4 or 5 times, and I'm a burger maniac, so that was really good.
And then he followed up with, and what did you think of the food? So if you want to just kind of give a general.
Trying to think. The buffet food was what you would expect from a buffet. It wasn't horrible, but the quality of food in the main dining room was top notch. I loved the fact that they had pretty much different menu every night. There was a couple of things that would stick around. They had this I forgot which steak it was, but it was this really thin.
It wasn't the flat iron. It was the whatever.
No, I didn't like the flat iron steak, actually. It was the other one, like a sirloin steak, and it had a great charcoal flavor to it, and it was fantastic. So every time it was on the menu, I got that with my several entrees. I would get 2 or 3 entrees every night. Okay, I got 3 entrees every night. Who am I teasing?
It's not on video, but
that's right. And it was international water, so they can't blame me.
Under maritime laws, it's okay.
Yeah.
So real quick, hey, I just looked over. I had to go over to Facebook to see who this was. This is Robin Page. Welcome, Robin. Thank you for being here. Sorry if I'm late. It's interested if anybody knows if they still have specialty sodas at Hevet and a bar. Gosh, I can't read today. There was one watermelon one. Thank you. I don't know the answer to that. I never went to the Havana bar, Evan. I don't know if you did.
No, we went. We went through the area, but we weren't. I don't think we were even allowed to go into the Havana area because we didn't have the proper credentials.
There was another message in and Robin saying she loves the tenderloin as well. From Kathy from CA Cruiser, she's saying hi, Hani from the Mardi Gras. Hi, Kathy, and I hope you're having an amazing time on Mardi Gras. This is absolutely great to hear from a first-time cruiser. Glad you think that, Gary. I know that. I mean, I'm biased because he's my best friend, but I really think. I mean, we hear from the same people all the time, the same thing, and you never really get to hear a first-time cruiser's perspective. Or maybe maybe other people have done it. I just don't remember any off the top of my head. So it was kind of nice.
That was what I was a little bit bummed about is being the new guy on these lives where I'm going to tell people what they've already known, but to hear the excitement coming from the first-time cruiser, I had such high expectations of it being an awesome, awesome cruise, an awesome trip overall. And I can't even tell. I don't know if there's another word above awesome. It was 2 levels above awesome. It was unbelievable. It was. I mean, it was so awesome. You guys will understand this. Like on day 5, I'm looking on my phone for future cruise prices, trying to price things out because you got to keep up to date. But it was. I mean, it blew my expectations away. So I mean, on the survey, I just did the survey yesterday. Everything was 10s. I could have given it 12 to 15s if they allowed me to, but it was awesome.
That is great. I knew this was coming. Pretzel bun.
Oh. Believe it or not, Becky, I totally forgot it. And that's right. I called her Becky. Becky's going to be on a boat. That's just how we roll. But I can't believe I forgot that. Well, I guess that means I got to take another cruise.
There you go. I think you did it purposely. Hey, Gary, no, I want you guys to ask as many questions. I have some stuff I want to cover, but listen, I want you guys to be able to ask questions. So ask away. His next question, and you're not asking to me. What is your opinion of the casino and the entertainment? Well, I'll let Evan give his casino. We'll talk about the entertainment after that because he only went once, and then I'll talk about it after that.
Yeah, I was trying to get in on that casino deal. You hear people talking about, well, first-time cruiser, I put $100 in, I'm getting all these offers. I'm not getting offers yet, but that casino took my $100 in probably 10 minutes on nickel slots. So I deserve to get some kind of discounted cruise after that. Entertainment, the one thing that we kind of missed was the I forgot what that performance was, the Cirque du Soleil type of performance, but we got our money's worth every single night that it was out there, except for one night where it wasn't open, was the Comedy Club. Oh my gosh, that was hysterical. They had 2 comics for the first 3 days and 2 different comics for the second 3 days and a break on the middle day. But the comics were pretty much fantastic. There was one comic that was funny at first, but then got a little old because he kept reusing his same material. But there was one guy on there, Mike E. Winfield, I think. He's on Amazon. He's on YouTube. That guy is hilarious. He was worth every minute spent in there.
And Jersey was awesome.
Jersey was awesome too.
Yeah.
Well, then we're gonna have another guest coming in.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Oh, hi, Nugget. Little Nugs.
Come here.
So my opinion on the casino. I mean, I honestly I played mainly just because trying to see if I can maybe get some casino deals as well. And I didn't do very well. But, like I said before, when I did my live pop-up from the ship, if you go there expecting to win, you're going to be sadly disappointed. So it was kind of like many people say, a prepayment, hopefully towards the next cruise. If I don't get any deals, I probably won't spend as much next time around. Was that the tenderloin? Was that the one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it was incredible. It wasn't a big thick steak, but the flavor was terrific.
So Bill, Bill asked if you had the chocolate melting cake, and if you did you like it? So the bumper is I have this.
Hold on, I just lost audio.
So guys, I have this on video, or had it on video. Those that don't know.
Hang on a second.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
My AirPods just went off. So.
Oh, Can you hear me now?
Sorry, I'm going to get off these AirPods.
Okay.
See if I can
worries.
go back on the phone. Sorry about that, guys.
It's okay.
Always has to be one problem in the live.
No worries. Can you hear us now? Or can you hear
I can hear you a little bit. I don't know why my audio is not real good on the phone. But as far as the chocolate melting cake, the answer to that question was I only ate that when it was on the menu. And it was on the menu every night. But the one trick that we learned was that you have to order a side of peanut butter with it. I don't even remember where we heard it. It might have been on another YouTube channel.
Josh
But
Holcomb.
it was funny because when we ordered it, all the staff would ask us, "Where did you hear about this?" Because nobody really does this. So,
We just
let's see
lost.
if these things are working now.
We just lost video. We lost your video, Evan.
Hang on.
Okay.
You lost video?
Yeah, lost video. You went black.
Technical difficulties I've had.
No worries. I'm gonna drop you down in the basement, and then when I see your
Yeah,
video,
I'll get it fixed.
all right. Oh. Okay. So anyway, what I was saying was that about the chocolate, I had that on video, but my hard drive crashed. These GoPro videos are no joke. They're large files because they're all in 4K and all that. And I think it crashed my hard drive that I store all this stuff on. Stupid me. I don't know why I decided to delete the SD card that had all that stuff on there before, I made the vlogs and all that. So I have nothing. So now I'm trying to get it to a data recovery place to hopefully get that stuff back. So if you don't see any more vlogs from me, that's why for right now. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I'm going to be back on the Panorama and have another chance at it. Let me try to bring Evan back in here. All right, there you go. We got video.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I can hear you guys. Hopefully you can hear me.
Okay.
Okay, but are we getting back to that chocolate melting cake question?
Yeah. Go ahead. Finish up.
It was fantastic. What I was saying earlier, I don't know if my audio cut out, is that you have to order it with a side of peanut butter. It's I guess a hidden menu item, and they don't even know where people heard about this, but you get a spoonful, a little bit of peanut butter and a lot of that chocolate melting cake, and it's like a Reese's peanut butter cup dream.
Yeah, it's delicious. And what I was saying earlier, I know that I saw it the first time was on Josh Holcomb's live, so
Okay.
we watched that together. Or not on his lives, but on his vlogs, I should say. Collectibles, little delayed reaction there. Hey, what's going on, Beach Please? Mike, I'm guessing that's Mike because I know Betsy's out having fun.
Hey, Mike.
Doing a late birthday thing. Yeah, that's right. I meant to mention that earlier. Thank you, Marilyn, for reminding me. You don't need credentials to go in the Havana Bar, because I remember I took Andrew and showed him around in there. You can't go outside in the pool area. I think it's after a certain time, or I don't know if they changed it or not. But hey, T, what's going on? What happened? Am I just going through puberty all of a sudden? Hey, T, welcome. Good to see you. You rock. So much love from Canada. So much love right back to you from the States here. Mike.
Good day, mate. Oh, wait, that's not Canada.
That's not Canada.
Whatever.
Great pictures on Facebook, Eric. Oh, he's talking about your pictures.
Thanks, Becky. You're the best.
No, that was.
Thank you and Mike
Mark.
for your gifts too.
It was Mark.
They were really nice.
It was Mark that said that.
Oh, sorry, Mark. The better half.
There's Becky right there saying disappointed. On probably about the pretzel bun.
I'm disappointed too.
Burgers, howdy. Hey, Sarah, welcome in. Thank you for being here. That's Texas Papito's better half. Evan, I've not been on Carnival in over 10 years, so is my camera glitching on your guys' end too?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what's going on. Let me restore the defaults. I was messing around with some stuff, and I don't know if that screwed it up.
Stopped.
Okay. All right. I was trying to brighten it up because I didn't want to bring my exterior lighting out and all that. But anyway, Evan, I've not been on Carnival in over 10 years, so it'll be like the first time for me all over again. And a lot of these guys here are Carnival loyalists. Not all of us. There's some people here that are Royal loyalists as well. I know Puppy the cat, and a few others. So Teague says, how did you think about their hands-on buffet and condiments during these times? So, and I'll let Evan comment in a second, but let me just bring up this thing. That is what even though being a Carnival loyalist, as Gary says, I put this in my survey, I really wish they would reconsider the self-service. In the evening time at 11:30 p.m. to 1 a.m., they do these things called late night snacks. And it's not a big selection. It's like a meatball sandwich, mozzarella and a tomato sandwich, a ham and cheese sandwich. I don't know, some other stuff. But some lady was trying to grab the mozzarella and tomato sandwich, and she's using the tongs, but she can't quite get it ripped apart from the, they're kind of cut together. So what she do? She reaches her hand in, and, like, pulls it out.
Unbelievable.
And they're going, are you serious?
Right in front of us and right in front of a Carnival employee too.
Yeah, and I don't know if the Carnival employee just didn't see it or just acted like she didn't want to see it or whatever. My bad. I did not say anything to the Carnival employee to tell her to remove it. I should have. I was just in shock, honestly. It's good enough that usually in something like that, Evan and I talk about this time, sometimes we get caught like in a shock and we don't get to say what we want to say. Luckily, I at least said something to her, because then I would have been really disappointed if I couldn't say anything to her. So, but yeah, so to answer your question, I was not happy about that, and there's a clear example.
But some of that, like in the breakfast time, I would get an omelet there, and you brought your plate over there. So when the omelet was done, you reached in, and he put the omelet right from the pan to your plate, so there was nothing touching it. I think the same was done for the cake section. The only thing that was hands-on was that center section where people would serve themselves. And after this whole COVID thing started, nobody ever thought about this, how nasty it is that one person touched the tongs and put them down and you grab it. Nugget.
Who's Nugget mad at?
Outside. Nugget! I'm on a live. You're ruining it.
Pepito's saying he got $50 offers 3 days this week. No idea why, but they showed up. So that's interesting. Ooh, peanut butter would ruin it. Yeah, if you're not a peanut butter fan, if you're not a peanut butter
fan, you're crazy. It's awesome.
This is why Eric couldn't text Sean. Oh man, I love peanut butter with chocolate melting cake. Okay, so there's a vote for it. Another vote for it. Hi everyone. Sorry I'm late. Hi. No worry, Jeannie. No, it's welcome, okay. Jeannie. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Pretty good planning going in November. Symphony Celebrity Summit. I'm on cruise this week. Also Bon Voyage. Yeah, absolutely. That's right. I love it that people are cruising again. They changed it. Only Havana guests can go to the pool now. Okay, so I thought there was just a time limit, but I thought they also changed it to you can't go in at all. Okay, thank you for reminding me that, Mary Ellen. The trick is to have them blended. Melting cake.
Look at my face.
Peanut butter and 2 scoops of ice cream. What?
How do you have them blended? That's a trick I need to know for next cruise.
Well, Pepito, fill us in on that. That's a nice guy. So sorry, honey. Hope they can fix it. Yeah, I really do too. Yeah. I mean, the worst part about it, my wife's work files are on there, and memories, pictures, videos of kids, and all this stuff. So I think I'm going to suck it up. I was told about this place where they do it through forensics, where they literally take another hard drive and they keep replacing pieces of the hard drive with a brand new one until they get it working again. It's super expensive, but I may end up doing it and just writing it off as a business expense, since a lot of my wife's work stuff is on there too. Becky and Mark, what's going on? Hello. Nice. Memories are the most important. Absolutely. It just bugs me. Yeah, because I mean, all the way back to when my first daughter was born. So that's what, 2004?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yes, camera glitch. Yeah, it looks like it's not doing it anymore. Now they removed the settings. Tignell, just talking to Mary Ellen Dillon. Hey, what's going on, Mike from Lovey's Fat Life? Saying hello to everyone. Hello to you. Sir Gary the Beach super chat. Oh, thanks, buddy. I'll check that here. I'm guessing through PayPal. So next time I get Evan talking, I'll check here real quick. Question, which do you like better, sea days or port days? Okay, perfect timing. So I'll let Evan answer that while I go log in here.
All right. That is a great question. They reversed our itinerary. So we started up, we left Long Beach. We cruised for 2 days. We got to Puerto Vallarta first, and then came back up to Mazatlan. And then we came back up to Cabo San Lucas for a short stay there. And while we did love all 3 ports, it was hot and it was extremely humid. And we're coming from Arizona. We know hot. But the sun had a different intensity down there. I don't know what it was. And the humidity just whipped our tails. But the first 2 days being sea days with all the activities, all the food, the pool, the jacuzzi, the comedy shows, everything like that. When day 2 was wrapping up and we realized tomorrow we were going to be in Puerto Vallarta, it was almost a letdown. I was almost like, bummer, we got to get off this boat. It is a boat. Until cruise number 2. And then once we got off in Puerto Vallarta, we had a great time. I mean, we did the typical tourist thing. We walked across the street to Walmart. I forgot a hat. We needed that cover for the sun. So we went there, and then we took a cab down to, I forgot what it's called, the tourist area.
The Melancon
Yeah, Melanchon.
Boardwalk.
And that place was awesome. We were walking, and everybody is asking you to come into the restaurant. Well, Hani decided to strike up a conversation with this one guy who was trying to pull us into his restaurant. He said, we're just going to walk around, but where's a good place just for tacos? Where would you go? And he told us about this place that was like a block and a half away, and we went there, had a great lunch. And then we walked around, and we met this guy. Hani will talk about him, Rico. This guy owned a liquor store or tequila shop, and he brought us all in. There was me, my wife, 2 kids, and Hani, and he proceeded to give us samples, which were about this big, like almost a full shot. And I probably had to tap out around 7 of them, and I'm like, I don't drink much, and I don't want to fall on the ground. But he did a great job because he also got some sales out of it from us. But it was really, really neat. Mazatlan was good. It was probably our 3rd favorite out of the 3 ports, and Cabo was great. We just didn't have enough time. We did the glass bottom boat, and we did snorkeling with me and my family. Hani went on his own tour for video purposes, but we enjoyed the snorkeling there. It was just gorgeous. The fish were awesome. And then afterwards, while my son and daughter wanted to go to the shops, my wife and I sat down in this little bar right at the end of the pier, and we had a ice cold Corona. And it's like, I don't know if it just tastes different or if it was, in fact, it was ice cold. It was the best beer. And we just had a great time in all 3 ports.
Yeah, definitely. Cabo was way too short, and that was one of the things I had on my list to talk about. So I'll just do a quick answer on this one, just because we got lots to go through. But it's hard. Sea days and port days are both nice in their own different ways. I cruise. One of the main reasons I cruise is for the ability to go to multiple ports, multiple countries, in some cases. So I'm definitely more of a port day guy. I do enjoy being on the ship, but sometimes, especially during the day, if you don't do trivia and you know this and that, it can get unless you're going to the water. And this time around it sucked. That's why I couldn't go snorkeling with them. Yeah. I couldn't go to the water, couldn't go on the water slides, couldn't go because of my surgery. After this one, I'm going on the 30th. I've been given clearance by my surgeon to do it, but I couldn't, and that made it a little tough. So it was a little boring because I couldn't do those things for me. But
you did a lot of stuff, and you were participating. You weren't a party pooper saying I'm not going to go to dinner. I mean, the one thing that I give you a ton of credit for was the fact that you hated wasting the food. So you would ask for a smaller portion or a child's portion, and they're just not set up for that. It's a conveyor belt, like production line, where it's plate after plate. So even though you tried your best, they weren't able to accommodate that, but you didn't waste much. You did a really good job.
Well, what was nice was the workaround for those, if you're ever in that situation and you're with people, I would coordinate with Evan or his wife or his daughter or his son, say, hey, if you don't mind, give me a little sliver of this, little sliver of that. True. So I would order just enough to what I could eat. And then, like usually appetizers, because they're smaller portions and stuff. And then of the main entrees, I would just take little portions from them, and it worked out perfectly. So
yeah, it was a little annoying because, I mean, you were asking me for a portion of my main dish, and I wouldn't have ordered 3 main dishes if I didn't want 3. No, I'm just kidding. It was great because it was way too much food.
It was great, and that's normal. Like everybody, I'm sure even non-first timers still do it, but especially as a first timer, you want to try out and see things. Teague says, I totally agree. We'll go soon on Celebrity and Roy. I wouldn't go to the buffet for self-service now. No. And some people are so gross with their hands. That should not be happening during these times. That's not acceptable. Yeah, and I was always I didn't like it even before COVID, because you'd see people grabbing the handle, scooping whatever, and then they drop the whole big spoon back into the food instead of putting it on the plate. Yeah, so it's always been a point of contention for me, and then this did not make it any better at all with this person. And I looked on Facebook. That is my mom. Hey, Mom, welcome in. Thank you for being here.
Hi, Mom.
Sorry, Barcelona. That is the main line. Let's see what else we have here. I lost some from my iPad also, and it was so hard. I know it's a bummer because this is my first time as a vlogger, right, doing a cruise vlog, and it had a great start. I felt like that embarkation day video is probably one of my better videos that I've done. and and I was really looking forward to doing more, and it's a bummer. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully we can get it recovered, and I'll still be able to put some out. Nice, I booked it for March 22nd. You must be talking to somebody. You can put a boat on a ship, but you can't put a ship on a boat. Yep.
And you could put a boot in an eye, but not an eye on a boot. Oh wait,
That's true.
that's an inside joke.
It's great to focus on what you can do rather than on what you can't. Trust me.
Right.
Yeah, that's true, Tom. Absolutely. At the Beach Life, honey, it just hit me. Evan better be your best friend in Arizona. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, listen, we're like brothers, man. I've known him since I was 19 years old. So he's like I don't have a brother, so he's definitely the brother that I never had. So I wish Carnival would just serve at the buffet. I agree.
I agree. They have staff behind the counter, like observing, but not serving. I mean, if there's somebody standing there, why can't they be serving? I agree.
And that's what I put in the survey, to be honest. I mean, the lady that was standing there, and there was a second person, if nothing else, at least keep an eye on what's going on in the buffet when people come up. So that way you don't put a passenger in a position where they have to say something. And who knows that, if that was a different situation, it could have led into an argument, whatever. So the buffet on Carnival bothered me on my trip in 2017 before COVID-19, since I'm used to being served at the buffet on Holland America. Yeah, I get it. Like I said, I didn't like it before COVID, and I don't like it even more so now. I'd prefer they served us as well. So just real quick to recap on starting from the beginning. Beach Live, I had an SD card become corrupted. I downloaded and paid for a program. I was able to salvage the majority of the files on it. Not cheap, but I got the content back at least. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, this is not just an SD card. It's an external hard drive. It's a 4 terabyte, and about 3.5 terabytes of it has been used. So it's definitely going to be expensive to recover, but it is what it is. Hey there, Anthony. Welcome back, buddy. Jeannie Tom says hello back. He's eating. Okay. So prior to the cruise, for those that are wondering, I did the EMED test, the online, the Proctor COVID test. Evan and his family did it through CVS out here at the CVS clinic. And so my turnaround time was literally 15 minutes to get my results. How long was it for you through CVS, Evan?
Let's see. We drove there, probably took about 25 minutes to come home. And within a half an hour, we had the email and PDF.
So about an hour, roughly?
Yeah, maybe hour 15 minutes, but it was great. Because when we each got those, it was one after the other, probably about a 15-minute between each one. It's like, okay, that one was, that test came back negative. Awesome. Next one better be negative. Every one by one it did. And my wife got hers a couple hours after ours because she worked. And when we got hers, it was like, there's nothing stopping us now except for the freeway being closed.
Yeah, definitely. Another little thing I want to, we still got about 22 minutes. And unfortunately today I got to kind of end early because I promised my wife a date night. We're gonna go out tonight. So yeah, so I'm gonna try to wrap up, right at 7 my time. So the check-in. What I want to tell everybody, a little helpful hint that you may or may not know. And don't spread it out too much because then if everybody does it, then it's going to suck. But so we got a 12 p.m. check-in, which was the first check-in available. And from what I'm hearing, even for platinum and diamond members and stuff like that, they were getting 12 p.m. at least for this next cruise. But what I did was, and I had heard this from somebody else, I just don't remember who, is when you go to do the check-in, skip through everything. Don't try to fill in all the information, your passport, all that. Fill in the bare minimum to be able to skip to the next page and skip all the way through. So again, fill in the minimum, skip all the way through to the end, get your 12 p.m. check-in time, and then go back and then fill in all this stuff. So once you've got your check-in time, it's not going away. So just a helpful hint for everybody this is on Carnival. I don't know about the other lines, but on Carnival, be there right away if you can, check in right away. Like tonight, it'll be for us at 9 p.m. here in Arizona. So at 9 p.m., I could check in for my October 30th one. So I'll do the same thing. I'll have to just do it from date night. But anyway, so just remember, you could skip all the way through, fill in the bare minimum, and then come back and fill in all your information. Another thing I wanted to talk about was when you are at the port, and I'm sure all the ports are this way, but especially in Long Beach, have your boarding pass out. I mean, they tell you, have your boarding pass out, and there's like multiple levels. So the first level, the lady checks your boarding pass and checks your mask to make sure you're wearing a mask before you go inside the building. So boarding pass out. And so that causes delays. So, if we can kind of pass the word on to everybody, just make sure you have it out, right? It doesn't take much to hold that. Once you get to the next level, they're going to check your boarding pass and then check to see that you got your negative COVID test. So again, have those two things ready when you go to the second level of check-in. And Long Beach, it's, you'll go zigzag line, and then there's those little tables. If you watch the embarkation video, you'll see that. And then there's a last final check-in where you go, where you show all your stuff, and then you go walk onto the ship. And so just make sure you have your passport, your vaccine card, your negative COVID test, and your boarding pass handy. Have that boarding pass in your hand because you're going to need it at all 4 levels. Very nice. And then have all the other stuff in a backpack or whatever. Very, very and handy. It just helps. So there you go. Okay. Oh, you're talking about that check-in. Yeah, give it a try, man. It works. We did it for ours. It worked for Evan. It worked for me. So, Gary, sorry, I forgot to mention. Thank you again for the super chat. $50. Appreciate that very much, buddy.
Wow.
Great guy. Thanks, honey, for the 9 p.m. Yep, 9 p.m. today, Margie. We are checking in. What is definition of bare minimum? You'll know what you can fill in. It probably won't let you go to the next one. So just fill in. There might be mandatory fields. I don't remember. I'll do it again tonight. So if you want to hit me up tomorrow, Mike, and I'll try to remember. But whatever you need to fill in to go to the next one. And so I don't remember what the mandatory fields were. Sorry. Yes, be ready. It goes fast. Absolutely, Jeannie. Did they sell Carnival branded masks at the store? I don't remember.
You know what? I think that they did at the fun shop. I think they had one which had what's that? The saying that's on that blanket on your bed. Choose fun.
Fun. Okay.
I think they did have that.
Yeah, I don't remember. I know that they had some masks at guest services. If you lost yours, then need a mask or whatever. It's like that. I don't know if they sold them or they just gave them to you, like the cheapy, regular masks, not nice masks. We had mishaps on embarkation day. Al forgot his phone, and yeah, that's right. Peg came to the rescue. That was really nice.
Oh wow.
Long Beach has a cocktail tax and a soda tax.
Yeah.
Don't take the bar too long; it'll be expensive. That's right.
That's true, because I had the Bubbles package, and when we were in port, I would get the little card to sign, but it was like 29 cents tax for every drink, even though it was free. But whatever, everybody's got to get a piece.
Yeah. Let's see here. Just trying to get through some of these. Oops, Peg's car. Yep. Yeah, she came back. I wonder, since we have Anthony that needs to be tested, it would be required a certain time to board. Yeah, I don't know the answer to that. That's a good question. I don't know. I learned that check-in trick from the Island Life. Okay, cool. All right. Or is it Island Life or Island Time? But yeah, I know what you're talking about. We checked in tonight as well. Oh yeah, that's right. You guys are going on the Mardi Gras.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Mark Maryland until you get check-in time. Yeah. Beach Life, hit skip for now as much as possible. Pretty much, right? Exactly. Skip for now, unless it tells you that you're missing something. So that's a good answer to Mike's earlier question. You'll know because as long as you can hit skip for now, then you know that there wasn't anything mandatory. Bare minimum because assless chaps. Let's see. A lot of cool Arizona people going on the Carnival cruise. Have a great time. Thank you, Sherry. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to meeting everybody that I haven't met yet and seeing people again that I haven't. So because then you would have a mask saying choose sheep. Maybe that could be new merch, right? Have it all in your hand at the door. They didn't let you in the building and seat without seating. Yeah, exactly. That's the big thing. Not only are you delaying everybody else, but you're going to delay yourself. So just have it in your hand, especially, like I said, that boarding pass, because you're going to need it at every level. We booked recently. Okay, just talking. Rooftop and I are the last ones to sail around. Yep. That's right. You guys sailed it. When is your next cruise, honey? So, Teague, that's October 30th. I'm going to be on that cruise with Beach Please, Mike and Betsy, Midlife Crazy, Brad and Kim, Positive Vibes, Adventures. It's Danny and Tanya, the Cruise World, Mark and Stephanie, and then our awesome supporters in the community, Margie Butcher, Mary Ellen Dillon, and Angela Nemisek, who's also sealing 20.
I wish I was going.
We are cool and from Cali. That's right. We'll see Flat Gary in the vlogs. You know what? I didn't. Yeah. So that was my other problem. I need to find something better to carry my stuff in because it was really hard. I had Gary with me in my pocket, and then I had to take him out because I had to put other things in my pocket. So I'm probably going to start carrying around like one of those little drawstring bags and stuff so I can have Gary with me. I do have one picture of Gary sunbathing at the hotel, but I got to find that now that my stuff got lost. But he'll definitely be featured more on this next cruise with all the other people. Beach life could be people on your ship you're not expecting. Maybe. I mean, you know how this community is, right? Some people will surprise and show up and like that. That would be awesome, Gary, if that's you. But if anybody else wanted to surprise us and show up, I would not be mad at that. Wonderful to meet your friend, honey. Love his funnel cup. Thank you so much, Teague. Yeah, I know that we got those the first
Thanks,
day.
Teague.
They actually let you, just for those that want to know, because I couldn't drink alcohol. I can't even drink soda. So I asked them, can I just buy the souvenir cup without? So they do have a price for, when you don't have drinks in them. So I was able to buy that, and I got a shot glass, but I let Evan's daughter Shelby do the shot. It was the lemon drop, I think it was, and then I kept the shot glass. But they had already ordered the funnel, so I just asked the guy if I can buy one, and I did. And you can't see it; it's off screen there, back there. So let me see if there's anything else here. I got a few more, 14 more minutes. The crew for those that didn't know, the crew can leave the ship now. So I know some people were buying, and we did that too, buying them, like essentials, toiletry items, things like that. They can leave the ship now and buy their own stuff. So if you were planning on doing that, if you want to go back to just giving them cash, if that's what you did before, I'm sure they'd appreciate that more and it's less for you to have to carry. So just a little helpful hint. Long Beach Hilton is also amazing. Well, I'll tell you, we didn't talk about it, but the Hyatt Regency where we stayed at was amazing. Now, granted, we got a nice pimped out room because of Evan's points. So we got a beautiful suite, but it was a nice hotel nonetheless. So Beach Life, why does your show go by? I know it does go by fast.
It does.
I guess if the saying says, right, if you're having fun. So I hope that means you're having fun and everybody else is having fun because time flies. Crew loves Halloween candy. Okay. That's good to know. That's definitely good to know. Yeah, it's just that those, when you're bringing a bunch of those other stuff, they just take up. And this Halloween cruise, people were bringing costumes and things like that. So I'm trying to minimize the amount of other stuff I bring. So I probably will just do cash. Come with us, Evan. Trust me.
Oh, I wish.
We chatted about it so many times because I'm going to be myself. So he could have shared with me in the room, but it's just hard for him to get the time out. This is the place to be. Thank you. I appreciate that. At least for me and the people that want to be here, I'm appreciative of it. That's for sure. I truly enjoy it. So I stayed in another thing I just want to point out. I did a little vlog. It's out there. The 1A interior upper lower cabin. So I don't spend a lot of time on it. If you're interested in it, go check out the vlog that I did on it. It was an interesting room. So those of you that are cruising solo or just two people, let's say your friends, and don't mind sleeping in a bunk or maybe rotating or whatever, it's definitely a good option and a very well priced. We talked about the Carnival Hub app. It was great. There was a lot of great things you can do. They added a lot, but we just had that little glitch where Evan and his wife couldn't communicate, which was kind of a bummer. I did want to point out that I met Genevieve Welch. Those of you that know her, she's an awesome person. We got to chat with her on the sail away party. She came and danced with us, then got to see her again during the Groove for St. Jude. So that was really cool. And I also met a couple that I had watched before just because they're West Coast cruisers vacationing with the Valentines, Susie and Alex, really, really cool people. So if you're not subscribed to them and are interested, especially if you're a West Coast cruiser, go check them out. They're really nice people. We really enjoyed talking to them. I didn't want to forget on the Groove for St. Jude, we had, hey Blaine, welcome in, bud. Hey. So we had done, I don't know if you guys remember a while back, we had done the Groove for St. Jude. Well, there was $300 of donation money that came in later after we had already done the donation to St. Jude, both myself and Sarah. So I took that money And what I did was it was donated to St. Jude, but I decided like to make two people happy, right? St. Jude, and I decided to make the kids happy. So I bought 15 of the Carnival Group for St. Jude bears, and I handed them out to kids, like the first 15 that came along, and it was really, really cool. Evan recorded it for me, but unfortunately, it's part of that footage that got lost. So,
Oh no!
hey, no worries, Daniel Fields. It's okay, bud. So that was really cool. Hopefully, if I get this stuff recovered, I'll put that out there. My uncle is a longtime OBGYN in Long Beach and used to commute there by flying from San Diego County. Oh, very cool. Let's see here. I just want to make sure I cover some of these things that I didn't get a chance to do the ropes course, but Evan and Evan's daughter and son did it. That video's out. I did do the sky ride. That was awesome. And that video's out if you guys want to go watch it. The ropes course I'll be able to do. I've been cleared by my doctor to do it when I go back on the 30th. I just want to touch on the buffet. It did have less food options, but just keep in mind that we only had 2,400 people sailing. So yeah, they could have a lot of food out there, but that's a lot of food that gets wasted. As you know, it's not like the main dining room where it's made to order, right, or whatever. If it's just sitting out there and people aren't eating it, it's just more food wasted. So I think that's part of the reason why they're not. I'm not mad at it. It's okay. I don't usually hit up the buffet anyway, but just wanted to kind of point that out. For those going out of, Evan mentioned earlier, it was hot and humid, the ports. So just, try to do water excursions or do tours where you're in an AC shuttle or bus or something like that.
Drink water, drink lots of water.
Hydrate, absolutely hydrate. He mentioned the comedians that were really awesome. The Wi-Fi on the Panorama, the premium, was really good. People were making.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, when I did my pop-up lives, I mean, you'll see those that watch them or go back and watch them. The quality was amazing. They were telling me during the live how great it was, but now going back, and I kind of went back to look at them, it was really good. I mean, the quality was amazing. So at the Beach Life, that would have been so cool to see you doing that. Yeah. Hopefully, like I said, if that video gets recovered, I'll put it out there. But it was really touching to be able to give those things out to the kids. So I'm down to 2 smokes a day. Are you going to make your commitment? I'm at 38 pounds as this morning. So I'm more than halfway there to the 60-pound mark, Gary. So I think we'll probably hit it at the same time. Hopefully I'll have the 1A cabin on our Panorama cruise. I'll be interested to see what you think about it, Mary Ellen Dillon. I'm going to be in one as well. And so I'll do another one of that particular room. When in Long Beach, must have dinner at Tequila Jack's in the harbor. I think we saw that, but we ended up grabbing food from somewhere else. Bottled water, LOL, or your feet will swell. Yeah, great show. Got to roll. Hey, no worries, Tom. Much appreciated. I got 8 more minutes. Just want to hit some of these other points here. So a couple of cons. The fun shops on the Panorama were a bit disjointed. It's like 3 or 4 different. It's not a big deal, but if you're used to the old Carnival shifts where you just have the one fun shop, then the other shops, it's just weird because you have it was like 3 or 4 of them. I didn't care much for that. Again, it wasn't a huge deal, but if I wanted to give a con to something, I noticed that they didn't have the hairy chest contest or ice sculpture carving. I may have missed it, but I don't think so. Evan, I don't know if you. Yeah,
I heard that somebody said they canceled the hairy chest contest when we were on the ship. Somebody said that. Yeah,
which is weird because if they're trying to avoid big groups together, but that's no different than the deck parties when you have large groups together. So not really sure. I'll ask Lee when I go back on the 30th. I'll ask Lee Mason, the cruise director, and see what he says. Yeah, that 1A cab I never would have considered before seeing a video. Oh, okay, cool. And that's what I'm hoping. Actually, I uploaded it to a few Facebook groups, and the feedback has been amazing. People saying, "Hey, thank you for showing that cabin and stuff." So it's nice. It's nice to be able to provide information that's helpful to people. I swell up real bad. It took quite a while to feel better, says Jeannie. The iced tea sucks. This was a big one for me and Kevin because we're both iced tea drinkers. And
it's horrible.
That way. Yeah, it's always been that way. So just be aware. If you're an iced tea drinker and never been on Carnival, get
a drink package.
Get a drink. Well, I went to Java Blue thinking, okay, I'll just buy iced tea if I have to, but they only had go ahead, Evan.
We did have that one hack. They have Lipton tea bags in the Lido buffet, that if you had something that was large enough that you can put hot water, which they also have in Lido Buffet, you can make your own iced tea. We didn't do it, but that's something that we're going to do next time.
That's right. That's right. And the other thing is, she didn't say whether she would charge me or not. I don't know how much they would charge, but the lady at Java Blue told me, hey, if you want to go up to the Lido, get some of the Lipton tea bags and come down here, I can just use those instead of the ones that they have. Again, she didn't say whether she would charge me or not, or if she did, how much it would be. So I'm going to try that on October 30th. And those of you that are interested, I'll let you know how that works. So skip the iced tea, stick with Long Island. I can't drink for at least 6 months. So I got to find other options. Okay, so Rhonda says she makes her own iced tea. Nice. Were you doing it the way that Evan was just mentioning, or let us know if you have a better hack? So we'll wait to see what Rhonda says on that. The last con was Cabo was way too short. I mean, 6:30 to 1 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Cabo Wabo didn't even open up till 11 a.m. It felt really rushed. And Cabo is one of my favorite ports, so that was kind of a big bummer for me. One thing I want to let people know, just again, save yourself some time. Hey, Sarah, welcome in. I see you down there. People were bringing clips. I mean, if you're bringing them for something else, that's fine. But people were using them to keep the door open. But now I noticed, at least on the Panorama, they have vents on the side of the area where the refrigerator, some people call it a cooler or whatever. There's a vent now, so you don't have to do that. It's venting on its own. So just know that you don't need to put any kind of clip or anything to hold that door open to get ventilation in there.
Can I say one thing real quickly? I'm not going to take one thing. Going back to our last live that I was on, where I said I don't understand what the big deal is about cruise directors. I'm going to have a good time with them or without them. I have to say that Lee, the cruise director, made the trip fun. His voice over the intercom, his interaction, his dancing, his calling people up there. I mean, he really explained to me what a good cruise director is all about. So I now get it and I enjoy it. Yeah,
he's a great guy, and I'll tell you, some of them pay lip service, and oh yeah, okay, cool, oh you have a channel or whatever, whatever. He, as soon as he found out that I had a YouTube channel, next thing I know, he's subscribed to me and he's watching and commenting on my videos, which is really nice. And I just noticed he shared me out on his Facebook group. He just shared out my birthday party video. Yeah, when I was looking at Facebook to see who was in here, I just noticed that he shared me out. So very cool guy. Like I said, a lot of them will say, oh yeah, that's cool. Okay, yeah. But he actually followed through on it, which was amazing. I really didn't expect it, but it was nice. It really was.
Well, they did say that they had never seen anybody do what you did with those teddy bears, buying a bunch and giving them out to kids. So I think you made an impact on the person that you bought the bears from at the table, and Lee. It was awesome.
The guy at the table was really shocked. He didn't, when I said 15 bears, he was just like looking at me like, what? And, and Sarah's in here now, but, big thanks to her.
Hi, Sarah.
That was money that she had left over, that she had already put in the other donations. I think that was from Guga and Rob, right, Sarah, if I remember correctly. So I do want to give a shout out to her as well for, okay, so here's the hack. I like that. So Tom always gets 2 pots of coffee, and I take 1 pot after he's done and use it to make iced tea. So we could just order a pot or maybe we could just ask them and maybe tip them and say, hey, can you bring me an empty pot of coffee or a coffee pot? And then we could do that. So then we don't have to bring anything, right? One less thing we got to carry along. So hang on one second, guys. Sorry, guys. Hang on one second. Okay. Sorry, guys. Yeah. My daughter was picking up something for me, and she needs my information. So I'm gonna kill it here anyway. We're at the top of the hour. We can come back and talk about some of the stuff later. Evan, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And
thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. And love you guys. Have a great weekend. And we'll talk to y'all soon. Good night, guys.
Bye.